Ryan Bird
Yeah,
game.
you already know what it is. You already know what it is. We lit. Let's get it.
Lit.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Welcome back to another episode of One Time for the Fan. I'm your host, Jack Spade. Got my homie, Bodie 3000 with me. Bodie, what's good, brother?
Man, what's cracking, man? It's good. I'm good,
Everything all
man.
right?
How you feeling, bro? I'm straight. I'm good. I'm here.
Had a long day, but we're ready to enjoy another podcast here tonight. So I had to build up the energy after taking care of some stuff at work and dealing with my day to day.
Shout out.
But I
Ice
feel
Cold.
good. Bodie 3000, I feel good.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah.
Here goes the chat.
Welcome.
Ice Cold Wolf is here.
Come one, come all.
Dre's in the building.
Dre.
Shout out to
salute.
Dre.
Did you hook up with Dre? Dre said he'd do a party planning, right? You talked to Buddy yet?
No, Dre, you need Dre, if you could send me a message, or if you want to send Thomas Scott a message.
Yeah, he said he'd do event planning. That's what it was.
Yeah, definitely. Send Thomas Scott a message from the Rise Up Tour. He's a part of the group. Or send me a PM. I'll get you in Dre. Contact with Thomas Scott with the Rise Up Tour.
I don't forget, I'm an encyclopedia.
Oh, yeah, man. We got good memory. Got a lot to talk about. People are just tagged. What is going on here? People are excited to see the show. They're excited. Yeah. Come on in. Join on in. Now join on in. I know y'all expecting the Wednesday night podcast, but I was at the Atlanta United game last night. Atlanta United came away with a 2-1 win. So that's good for the city. But yeah, we're doing the podcast on Thursday. So it's a pop-up show on Thursday. One time for the fan. We'll be back with another episode Sunday, though, at 8 o'clock. Bodie.
Yes, sir.
You ever got free food, like, randomly? Like, just, one day you go to the store and somebody gives you a bunch of free food, like, $20 worth of free food, or maybe $40 worth of free food. Hell, even $1,000 worth of free food. You ever?
Nah, I ain't been that lucky yet.
Never been that lucky?
Yet.
Well,
I'm speaking it in existence.
To break the ice here, I don't know if you heard about what happened the other day. Shout out to everybody that's joining in the chat. Hit that like, hit that share button. We here talking about the Atlanta Falcons.
What's good?
DoorDash had a glitch. Get set up here. DoorDash had a glitch. And
you know what? I heard about it. But go ahead.
You heard about it?
I heard about it, but I ain't really deep dive. But inform me.
So they had some type of technical problem. I didn't know about it, but apparently once social media got a hold of it, you know how social media do, travels pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever this hiccup was, it had to do with the payment processing issue. So I guess some people were ordering the DoorDash and canceling it on the card, or I don't know how it works, but I do know that the shit went south a couple days ago. And there's some people on here. Don't forget DoorDash. You can order more than food now. Times have changed.
Oh man,
you can order more than food. There's some people ordering $2,000 worth of Don Julio and Reposada.
Where they at?
somewhere.
Let's pull up.
Apparently Chicago, New York, but of course social media. You know what people do when they find out something? They post it to the world, and everybody they screenshotting it. Look what I can do.
Yeah, like the dummies.
40 bags of McDonald's here in Chicago, waiting for one person. 40. Who the hell is ordering $1,200 worth of McDonald's in one night?
Damn, that's a heart attack. That's just all what that says. That's ridiculous. What?
Somebody ordered here 5.
They're going to feed the homeless.
5 Plan Bs, total $274.
Come on,
Chick-fil-A, bruh's they're posting this, bruh.
Okay,
they're literally posting this. Like, look what I can do.
I'll freeze that shit and put it in my freezer. That shit
bruh, what could you do with $1,200 at McDonald's though?
I hope they ain't trying to eat all that shit. Like I said, that's a heart attack, bro. That is crazy. I just stopped eating that bullshit. I can't do it no more.
If that would have happened to me, I would have, probably ordered something for the family. You know what I mean? Go about my day. But not goddamn $1,000 worth of damn Wingstop.
So you said it went south. How did it go south?
Bro, it went south. The payment processing issue, whatever happened, people caught on to it and everybody just started ordering. I think if I'm looking at this report here from the Huffington Post, it was well over $100,000 worth of stuff ordered all across the country. But now apparently DoorDash says they're working out the issue and they're trying to speak with the banks so that way they can charge these people, because some people got away with this stuff, man. People, somebody's sitting in their house right now with 50 cases of Don Julio trying to get it out.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you what I saw, because I heard about it in passing. I saw somebody posting a damn Cash App, and it was like negative $17,000.
Jeez.
It was like, then I saw another post. It was like negative 5,000 here, negative 8,000 there. Like, I was like, what the hell is this? And then I read it, and then I was like, so some kind of glitch.
Don't know how it happened, but people took advantage of it. And of course, they put it out there for their friends. They put it out there for their social media followers. And guess what? It went crazy.
Nothing in life is free.
Some people, apparently, they woke up the next day with that charge on them.
They was hurt.
$2,000.
They wanted to jump in the river after seeing $17,000.
Shit changed in 24 hours.
Yeah, shit got real. That's what happened.
One time for the fan, just breaking the ice here before we get into some Falcons football. Of course, every Wednesday, every Sunday, we're talking Falcons football, but it's a pop-up show on Thursday. I was at the Atlanta United game last night, and Atlanta United got the win, so wasn't able to do the podcast. But we are back here tonight to talk some Falcons football. Bodie?
Yes, sir.
We got a little bit of news coming out of Flowery Branch. There we go, rubbing the hands, ready to go.
Birdman hands.
As I check out the Falcons chat, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe if y'all here. Chase is in the chat.
Chase.
Shout out to Dre. That was closed on their account to still make purchases.
Yeah, people was using old cards. That's what I read. People using old cards, and they was like using prepaid cards and a whole bunch of other shit. Some folks got away with it, but most of them cats did not. They was hurting when they damn Cash App is negative $17,000. Cash App showing the shit out of them. Wow. That's crazy.
Cash App is definitely gonna get their money. They're gonna get their money one way or another. But shout out to the people who hit the glitch, and then shout out to the people who got banged up off the glitch. So
ain't nothing in life free.
Ain't nothing in this life free. Time to get into some Falcons football. We got a lot to talk about tonight here on One Time for the Fan. Dr. Arnold, Falcons fans, he has signed his 4-year rookie deal, $9.69 million.
Clap it up.
Big claps for Dr. Arnold. If you didn't see the Dr. Arnold rookie report, with Kyle Andrews. Please go check it out on our YouTube channel. It was a couple weeks ago. We have another rookie report coming up. We'll tell you shortly in our upcoming event segment. So Dr. Arnold signs a 4-year rookie deal, $9.69 million, $1.76 million on the cap hit. The only person left to sign is Desmond Ridder. And I'm sure the Falcons, with the way they've been doing things in the past, except for the Matt Ryan situation and then the Julio Jones situation, a lot of their players come into camp focused. They know they're going to get that check, they're going to get that bag, and Desmond Ridder is the last person to sign. Desmond should sign before training camp next 2 weeks, so we got time.
He'll be signed.
They got the money.
He will be signed. No problem there.
The cool thing about this, Bodie, is there's no contract disputes within the Falcons organization. Lamar Jackson recently posted, on Twitter, "I need money," on his, I think it was one of his Instagram or Twitter page.
It was his Twitter. He put Twitter it as his header or whatever.
I need money. So that's the situation Baltimore is dealing with. San Francisco is dealing with Garoppolo and Deebo Samuel. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
We don't know. But Falcons fans, you should feel a little bit more excited about the Falcons coming up into training camp because no player is worried about a contract. AJ Terrell is the next person to get paid, him and Chris Lindstrom. And AJ Terrell is not yelling out he needs money. Chris Lindstrom's not yelling out, I need some cash. Falcons pay me or let me go.
Yep.
Even when it was time for Grady, he didn't complain. The Julio stuff, that's in the past. Falcons fans. Matt Ryan stuff, that's in the past. All that, okay, let's get rid of the $100 million deals. That's just in the past. Mm-hmm. But the new regime, these new players going forward, Bodie, how does it feel for Falcon fans, for the organization to know you're going into training camp not worried about a contract situation? Next year, you got the money to pay who you want to pay. You can bring in some free agents. You can build this roster even better than it is before. How does it feel for a Falcons fan right now?
Man, you can just get straight to football. Number one focus is focusing on getting better and winning football games. That's the whole damn focus now. Like you said, the GM, they're doing great. They handled everybody. They signed the contracts. They got the dudes on prove-it deals. They ready to play. They got their money. They handled their money immaculate for this season and for the next. So hopefully we can show improvement and then we can sign some big names next year. Mm-hmm. But right now, since it's no contract disputes, no distractions, none of this, no divas, none of that stuff. Like, it's just straight football and getting better. And that's what I love. It's gonna be an interesting season because we can just focus on getting better as a team and building chemistry and just doing with training camp, because distractions like holdouts and contract whatever negotiations. We don't even have no big injury worries. Like none of that. Like, I mean, you're going to count Deion, but that's a different story.
And I do think the Falcons might still look at Deion as it's not even like a dispute between we're going to keep him or we're going to let him go. It's just what it is. I mean, there's not like this guy's coming out to the media, he's talking bad about the organization. No.
Yeah. I don't know his situation. I don't even want to speak on his situation because it could be something totally different.
It could be something totally different because the Falcons keep everything in-house.
Yeah, they do. Like the Julio, that stuff came out of left field to me. You know what I'm saying? Even with I'll go to another team real quick, like the Chiefs with Tyreek Hill.
Oh, with Tyreek Hill, that's true.
Well, the world found out in the same day that this man wanted more money and wanted to get traded. And it happened all in an hour.
And then within the week, he bashed his former quarterback, saying that this new quarterback has a way better arm than the old quarterback.
None of that. Do not get me on that. He is full of shit. Anyway,
I'm glad we can talk about the Falcons. There's some NFL stuff. We can go off the wall with this shit.
Oh shit! I'm
glad it's the Falcons.
But I ain't even gonna get into that. But yeah, I mean, like, it's just Falcons do keep stuff in house, and they handle their business. This new regime, I'm just ecstatic. Like, I haven't seen it be disorganized in years. here. Mm-hmm. So I'm just ready, man. I'm just ready for the season, ready for training camp.
It's a good feeling, Falcons fans. Just like what Bodie said, you don't have to worry about no contract negotiations. You got the money to pay the players, so you can get on the ground July 29th and start rolling. And nobody's worried about anything. Hey man, what you getting? How much you getting paid? Hey, you going your agent said nothing.
Yeah,
none of that.
Go talk to him. None of that shit.
Get out there and play.
Everybody ready to play. Get better.
Yep. But we do know our two next contracts coming up is going to be AJ Terrell and Chris Lindstrom. Looking at the deal, they're going to be Falcons for life, and it's good. They're going into the period where we're going to have the cash to pay them. So, Falcon fans, you should feel a little bit better about that. Heading to the chat before we head to our next segment. Who's going to be first in line at Flowery Branch at the end of the month for first day of camp? So, I'm trying to be first in line, but in past years, a couple people have beat me there before. I think there's a guy named Michael who shows up pretty early. Joe Allen is usually first in line. And then Eric Parker, he's also there too. Multiple years, bro, I've pulled up and 5:30, 6 a.m. and there goes Eric's car. You know what I'm saying? He's already sitting at the gate. But you know, I'm like the first 5 in line. I can say that. That's definitely for sure. Bodie, I try to save you a spot, bro. Unless you're gonna come showing up with me at 6 a.m.
I gotta let you know if the baby keeping me up all night. You know
that's true. That's true.
You're gonna be like, Bodie, come on. I'm like, knocked out.
That's true. But guess what? One time for the fan, we will be there. We will be there. We'll be there to Friday. We'll be there to Saturday. So even if Bodie can't make it, I will definitely be there. But somebody from One Time for the Fan will be there too.
No, I'm gonna try to make one of them, a couple of them. We're gonna.
Well, they got the full week of practice from the 29th to the following week, and then they have the August 15th practice at the Benz. So same like last time. So it's gonna be exciting, Falcons fans. It's gonna be nice. Heading to the chat here. Just so blowed about the bullshit roster predictions. Don't worry about it, Trace. Don't worry about it, Chase.
Don't even worry about that bullshit. It's bullshit indeed.
I'd let Lamar walk with that attitude. Can't make a 5-yard check down pass. Did they go to the playoffs last year? Did they go to the playoffs?
I don't even know.
I don't think so.
Couldn't even call it. All I know is that man gonna get his Brinks truck. It's gonna happen. He gonna get paid.
It is what it is. Roll ball out and start hitting. Ready to see what's up with Dion. We'll find out about news with Dion within the next month. I guarantee you, folks, between now and the next 30 days, you're going to get some news about Dion Jones.
We'll know something.
Dion probably going to Dallas. Hey, that's Coach Quinn.
You know, Dallas, Coach Quinn pick up all the Atlanta old players. He liked the.
It fits Dion better, too, unless he doesn't want to stay in this 3-4, get down and dirty, run defense.
I don't think he like this 3-4.
Nah, this is grinding in the dirt. He don't have Campbell next to him. He don't have Foyer next to him. Oh, you finna go make some tackles.
But Dion is better than he played last season. That's for sure. So he is better than that. The system
getting ready to get to the next segment here. Go ahead, Bodie.
I was just saying the system he's playing in complex. It's complex though.
It's not easy for Dean P's scheme. It's not that easy. So it's a tough scheme to learn versus the other coaches with your 4-3 system. Switching over, you know, your roles are different. You know, what you do is going to be different. Your technique sometimes is different. I don't know if Dion's ready to take on that role. Teams like Seattle, Houston, Dallas, they have that core that Dion would fit in.
Simple defenses. That's why he thrived in Coach Quinn's defense, because it was simple.
Chat, y'all always bring the comments, y'all. Keep it going. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. One Time for the Fan. You know we're here every Wednesday, every Sunday at 8 p.m. But we're here on Thursday for a pop-up show.
No, every time you sip that shit, you got to say, good Tito's, good Tito's.
Good tea. So this is the Coca-Cola. And then this is Tito's.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. We're getting to the next segment. Go ahead.
Is that Sprite zero sugar?
The zero sugar?
Yeah. I know, right? I'm trying to lose some weight, bro.
You training for the Olympics?
Hey man, I gotta go run 30 miles after this show, man.
Hey man, hey, as long as the sun is up, it's all on you, brother.
Shit, it ain't.
Tim Riley, Dirty Bird. Dirty Bird Nation is in the house. Best group, this is the best podcast in Dirty Bird Nation. Tim Riley,
cracking,
we're trying to
man.
bring you the facts. We got a lot of content to bring y'all this year. We got a lot of stuff going on. So please tune in. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe.
You want to come on the show too, man? We can talk.
Tim, definitely we bring fans on the show. So any fan who wants to be a part of the podcast, a couple people told me they're camera shy. It's cool. We can put you just on the audio side and just have your picture talking. We don't have to put your face on there. But if you want to come on here and talk Falcons football, we can talk some Falcons football, man. We got a lot to go over this year. Quadri Ollison. Quadri is tweeting. Quadri tweeted the other day, I'm so locked in right now, it ain't even funny. I'm really in a different mode. I can't wait for the season. Like a player, he sounds like a damn fan. So QO is pumped up.
Locked in.
We heard the comments from Zacchaeus a couple weeks ago about we're a playoff team.
Yeah.
You understand? We hear Arthur Smith talk all the time. We hear Terry talk all the time. They're going to have some more media events coming up shortly because the 29th is right around the corner. But QO is pumped up and ready to go. Bodie, we're going to wait for that depth chart to come out. But does QO have an opportunity to make this roster? Right now, Cordell Patterson, Damian Williams, Tyler Algier, Avery Williams is now in the running back group, though he's going to be playing special teams kick return. I mean, he's only there for that part.
He's there for competition purposes.
For competition.
Just to push other guys.
QO was pumped up. He's getting fans ready. He's getting fans excited. Does he have a shot here?
Bro, he got talent, man. Like going back to his college days, I mean, he can run the ball. He's a decent running back. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for the guy, man. I want him to make the team. I like him. Like I like QO. Like he is solid. He got some competition though. He definitely got some comp, and this will bring the best out in him. So that's the only thing I want to see is the best of QO, and I want him to succeed wherever he go. If he doesn't make the team.
We talked to Quadri at the OTAs. He's been on the team for a while now. He has a chance to shine. Preseason is going to be big for a lot of these players. Falcons fans didn't get a chance to see some of them in the past as much as they're about to see them in the next couple of weeks. Because some of these players are about to be grinding Falcons fans. They're grinding to make the team. They want the contract. They want the bag. They know what's at stake next season. They already know what's at stake this season.
It's going to be some surprise cuts. It's going to be some surprise players making the team. It's going to be a lot of whoever wants it. Every position is open. That's what Coach Smith said. So we are here I'm here for it. I want to see that. I want the hardest working players to make this 53. So bring it on.
Falcon fans, you got to understand, just like what Bodie just said, there's going to be some surprise cuts. There's going to be some players making the team that you probably never even heard of. Just know that the Falcons are going to do their best to put the best 53 on the field week 1 against the Saints.
Damn right.
And going into this season, there's some things that the Falcons have to do to get better. Not only just building that 53. Good Morning Football spoke about some of these things the other day. 3 of the things that Good Morning Football spoke about for the Falcons to do to have a better season this year. One of the things was have a quarterback game plan and execute. Right? Number 2 was be bullies. Right? Be bullies.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And number 3, be good enough on defense. This is Good Morning. This is Good Morning Football on NFL.
Who said it? Who said it on there?
I don't know the person's name, man. I just looking. Who was that? Look at the TV. Who is that? That's all. Yeah. But I don't know who said it. But it's one of the. I guess one of the
analysts.
Yeah, one of the analysts on the show.
Okay.
And shout out to all of them who's doing this because we're podcasters here, so. We're kind of in that same pool. We're talking about sports. We're talking about the Atlanta Falcons. But as a fan, there's a couple more things that they forgot to mention. They didn't mention running the ball better than last season.
That was a weakness.
That was even what Cordell did, and that 500-yard. I don't know how Mike Davis got it, but he did. But it was just a weakness on the field that they have to improve. Right. You have to run the ball better. Right?
Our best running back was a wide receiver.
Our best running back damn near was everything on the field. So you can't even, if you take him away, then how many games are you really winning? Because he helped us win about 3 of them. So
by himself.
Technically he did, yeah.
Damn sure did. They wasn't ready.
They wasn't. They got to improve the O-line. Right? You can go back to being bullies, to what he said there. You can hit the trenches and get get a little bit better, get a little bit more physical, get a little more stronger on the line. But guess what? If you don't improve the O-line, it's going to be back in that same situation with a new quarterback. It doesn't matter. Yeah. That O-line, it starts in the trenches. We see what's going on with that defensive line. They got somebody to favorite Grady, Eddie Goldman, got the linebackers, Rashad Evans, Zoe Carter, Dr. Arnold. The draft class is pretty good. So you rebuilt on different sides, but you got to improve that O-line, which I do think they might bring another offensive lineman before camp. I can see it happening because I like the consistency of having the same O-line from last season, but you might have the same struggles. Bring some competition in there, man.
Word. I'm with that.
Special teams. When was the last time we had a punt return or a kick return to the house? I know Falcons fans don't say it can't happen. But when was the last time we had a kick return or a punt return to the house?
Devin Hester.
Devin Hester?
No, as dude, I remember running a kickback.
Special teams is still a part of football, folks. You can get some good field position. A lot of times I've seen the Falcons call fair catch in situations where it was like, that was Hester.
To the hizzy.
To the house.
To the crib.
Avery Williams is still a very good punt return, kick returner, though. Not dissing Avery Williams. I think he's going to have a good season this year, but I'd like to see Avery take it to the house. He had 2 turns last season where I think he broke the 40 going over the 50, and it was like, oh, shit, we finna get one.
Yeah.
And I think as a rookie, he had the most yards average from a kick return, punt returner. So that's pretty cool that we have that on our team. That's one stat to look good for going forward, Falcons fans. Avery Williams, you're a special teams player. But we just need to take one to the house this season, Falcons fans. Washington, didn't they do that? They took it to the house on us when we lost to Washington, the second half.
I think so. Yeah.
We kicked off to them and they took it to the house on the kick return.
Yeah, that's great. Terrible. Our special teams got to improve. Definitely got to improve. I know it's been harder for most folks in the league to kick returns because they made that rule. I think you got to kick. They move up more,
they moved up,
it'd be more touchbacks.
Mm-hmm.
They did that, I guess, for safety reasons. I forgot what they said they did it for, but yeah. So it's a lot of kick returns that don't get returned unless.
Your boy from Jacksonville is taking it back 104 yards. Yeah, 102 yards. He's just like.
He got rockets in his shoes, bro.
What? Agnew? What's his name?
Man,
oh my God, bro.
He tough. Yeah. That's all Jacksonville got.
Gosh. Go Dogs. But hey, sorry, Trayvon.
Oh yeah, Trayvon.
We got a Boom Man shot. We're going to add him in here shortly. We're getting ready to get to the next segment. Also, too many penalties, Falcons fans. We got to fix that shit. Too many times where we're having a positive game, we're moving the chains, and then what? Holding. Number 70 on the offense.
I want to break my damn controller, bro. It's so bad.
Number 12 for the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Or whoever. Got to fix this shit, man. We got to fix the penalties, man, because we're on these drives where we're looking successful. We're looking like we want to be a good team. And then we get drawn back. And you go from your 1st and 10 to your 2nd and 3 to your damn 2nd and 17 or something. And you can't get out of it. But that was the past. That was with Matt Ryan. So let's hope that this season they have some game plans and some techniques that is long distance. Because you're gonna get into those situations. You're gonna get into some situations where you were first and goal on the 1, and now you're first and goal on the damn 12 or the 13. So you better be ready for some shit like that. But you got to fix the penalties, Falcons. Too many years we've had too many problems, especially with Robert Offer with the holding calls and true fun. You knew what was about to happen. Anything that's going over 20 yards in the head is like, oh shit, they're gonna flag.
Yeah, and I see that flag come out there, I'd be like,
I swear there was one time the play didn't even start yet. Referee gets through the damn flag.
Because he expecting it.
Said holding on Robert Offer.
Yeah, that dude hold everything, bro.
We're gonna head to the chat here shortly. We're gonna get Boo Man shouted in the stream. Heading to the next segment. Bodie's breakdowns coming up. Bodie's breakdowns every Wednesday. But tonight we're gonna do it on Thursday. Don't know what Bodie's breakdown is gonna be, but we're gonna find out shortly. Boo Man shouted. Let's get him in here. Boo Man. Good evening, sir.
I heard y'all talking about penalties. I know a lot of them came from about 2 people, Caleb McGarry and Fabian Moreau.
Yeah. And the third person will be Jake Matthews.
Jake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Beat like a drum. We ain't do them to give him about $65 million more money. I like Jake Matthews though. I ain't gonna cap, man. He's solid. He's
a Falcon for life.
He's durable. He comes from a great family. He just can't mess with elite pass rushers.
Well, he's got week 1. He's got a couple of them this season. We're gonna go over that in a couple minutes, right after Bodie's breakdown. Dre, head to the chat. Since Blake has brought the team, we've always been good at keeping things under wraps. That is true. Even with the Calvin Ridley situation, we don't know what's going on. We just we'll get you we'll update with you as fast as we can. Behind the scenes, they knew what was going on, but it was during the season, and you don't want all that negative energy.
Yeah, I think they knew that Calvin Ridley shit. They knew about that shit.
They sent it in November. They said it told them about they had an investigation going of some illegal gambling.
Yeah,
so the team knew about it, but I ain't gonna say they tricked us or whatever. But Calvin's on to a different situation. I don't want to talk about Calvin, man.
No, I mean we just a little bit. I told Bodie the other day. I said I wouldn't be surprised if they brought him back.
Where does he fit?
You said, "What does he fit?" You only got one receiver right now that's locked in, which is Drake London.
Drake, you want Drake to be your wide receiver 1, though. Does Calvin want to accept the wide receiver 2 role?
He flourished at wide receiver 2.
With Julio, a veteran.
It wouldn't be 1. It would be 1A, 1B.
That's what I think.
1A, 1B. Okay, 1A, 1B. Okay.
It wouldn't be like it. Yeah. You got to think about it. The Eagles got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith.
Yeah. That's true.
Cooper Kupp, Allen Robinson for the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Good Godwin and Evans for, it's just you would not take them, I'll tell you that.
Head to the chat.
He made a good point.
Before we get to Bodie's breakdown. Because 9:00, we is out of here. Sunday show's gonna be lit though. We got a lot to talk about.
Off subject, but Aints running back probably won't be suspended until the season after this year. Nah, I see him getting suspended this year.
I think Kamara will get suspended.
He's gonna get suspended this year. It happened in the off season.
Yeah.
I think I just talked to the guy who they beat up. He's doing good.
Oh shit!
He said he bet the house. He told me to bet the house on the suspension.
Bet the house.
Dirty Bird Nation in the house. Heading to the next segment here. Bodie's breakdown. Bodie. In the past, you've been talking about Jalen Hawkins, Brian Edwards, Lorenzo Carter, Eddie Goldman. The list will continue. But of course, Bodie's breakdown. It's a segment here where Bodie will discuss something Atlanta Falcons related with everybody here. And we will jump on it, man, because we bring these topics to the table. We want everybody to to join the chat, to talk on it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're here for y'all. That's why it's called One Time for the Fan. You understand? We're trying to uplift the fan base. Even when the Falcons lose, we're going to find ways they can get better, to improve.
Right now,
we're not just going to bash the team.
Yeah, right now we're undefeated, so
can't beat that. Winning record. Can't beat that. But Bodie's breakdown, man. I mean, it's a great segment. You know, a lot of people, they're enjoying it right now. So of course, every Wednesday, I know it's Thursday, but every Wednesday is Bodie's breakdown. It's around 8:30, so I don't want y'all to miss it. We got a couple more things to talk about before we get finished with this show. But Bodie, the floor is yours, sir, for Bodie's breakdown.
Yeah, man, I ain't even tell. Normally I tell these cats what I'm breaking down, but I ain't even tell them this week because I want to be a little surprised. This week's breakdown is about one man and one man only, probably the most important man on this team. And his name is Russell Dean Pease.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know his name was Russell, did you?
Coach!
Don't call that man Russell, though. Don't go to the Canes and be like, Russell. Don't do that shit. All right.
I don't. Yeah. Hey, I know we're going to get a chance to talk to him again, but I don't want to say, hey, Russell, how's everything going? Nah.
Yeah, how's the kids? Hey, Russell,
how's the kids, Russell? Shit, yeah, obviously he don't want to be.
He gonna say they're your age.
Yeah. I got grandkids your age. Retard. Anyway.
Yo.
All right, so Russell Dean Pease. I just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, Coach Dean Pease, man. I just wanted to break him down because, like I said, he's probably the most important figure on this team. Mm-hmm. It starts with defense. It just starts with defense. So, Coach is 72 years old, the oldest coordinator in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Still scheming.
Mm-hmm.
Still scheming. He started coaching in 1979, so probably everybody here wasn't thought of. Well, there's a couple folks in here probably, man. But
Boo man, you were born
1979.
I'm trying to think if my parents were born.
Yeah.
I know my mom was like 7. So yeah.
Yeah, Dean been doing his thing.
Yes. So he started coaching with the Findlay Oilers. That's like a D2 college.
Yeah, they had these they had them face masks
not the Guardian masks.
No, they still had the leather, bro.
Not the Guardian masks.
We call those the dinglings. Swear to God, bro.
Okay. So
yeah.
He started with the Findlay Oilers. I've never heard of this team in my life. And he was a defensive coordinator for them. They sucked it.
But take that shit off your face, dog. Okay. For real. Bodie's breakdown. We lit tonight, man. Bodie's breakdown. Okay. Come on, boo, man.
So pay attention to him. Anyway, so yeah. So he cut it off. So they won a championship at that D1 school or D2 school online. He was a head coach at Kent State from 98 to 03. Mm-hmm. That was big. Kent State was not good. I mean, they'd never been good. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Anyway, but so we know him as being a defensive coordinator for New England Patriots when they won the Super Bowl 39. When he coached up Ty Law, Teddy Bruschi, Richard Seymour, Go Dogs, and that old fart in Tampa. That was that's the year they beat T.O. With their broken leg, the Eagles. That was tough. And then he won a Super Bowl with the Ravens, Super Bowl 47.
Yep.
With Joe Flacco at quarterback. It wasn't Joe Flacco there.
That defense,
Joe.
Man. That defense.
It was not. No, Joe didn't get them there. That damn defense did. Even though they gave Joe the MVP of the Super Bowl.
They gave him $100 million too.
They did. Yeah. That's got to hurt.
He's still in the league.
So he had talent on his team like Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Haloti Ngata, like
Terrell
dude
Suggs.
is coach. Yeah, Terrell Suggs. He didn't coach Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to the Patriots, Ty Law, Teddy Bruschi, all those cats. He's coached Hall of Fame talent. His whole NFL defensive coordinator coaching career. Like he's been that guy. Now he retired twice, and of course they thought the last time he retired, which was like 2019, I think, 2020. He retired and he said he was done. He said he wasn't coming back. He said that unless the right situation comes or whatnot. But all his family knew.
Social Security wasn't what he thought it was gonna be.
Hey, he said, "I can't live off this shit, man."
Yo, hey, Flip, I'm back, man.
Flip him up. Pick Flip up off the floor.
You should have been ready for this shit. You should have been ready for this shit. I got some jokes loaded.
Look,
I can't live off this shit.
Bodie's breakdown.
All right, so my guy retired twice, but he thought he was done. But even his family members were saying, "No, you're not done.
Yeah,
we know you want to go back." So that's when Coach Smith called him in last year, and he came in and he coached, and he implemented his complex 3-4 system. Now it was so complex that they only ran 60% of the plays last year. And I know y'all heard it, probably heard the news articles saying they gonna unleash the whole 100% this year because like they came in, they couldn't really get into running his entire system.
Yeah,
but we're gonna see some new stuff this year. Like his whole defense is built up off of pressure to the quarterback. That's his thing. That's what he came out of his mouth and said. That's what he wants to do is pressure the quarterback, get him uncomfortable. Disguise coverages. Like I watched one, he had two linebackers, he brought them across each other. They confused the linemen and they got to the quarterback. He said they ran that one play twice. He's a very creative coach. Okay. He adjusted to the times because he said that it's just different. Nobody's running straight I formation with a fullback and a running back anymore. Of course, that's what they was running in 1979.
Yeah, that's what they're running back in the early 2000s too. I mean, you got a fullback on your roster, but sometimes it's like Keith Smith. I keep saying it, line them up and send them, but Falcons don't do it sometimes.
Ain't nobody finna send Keith. Send them.
Yeah, I mean, down the field. Got a fullback, use them.
Yeah, true. I get that. They use them though. But so he brought the 3-4 defense in. This has been the first time in 2 decades that the Falcons ran the 3-4 defense. So basically, that's to sum it up here, man. Like I said, he only ran 60% of his offense, and he's running 100% this year. And at the end of the day, he said he's in no rush to leave. He said Dick LeBeau coached until he was 80. So he said that may be the case. So I think that having this Hall of Fame coach on our roster and just giving all this wisdom and knowledge, and he saw something to come back to this team. Like he looked at the roster and saw something and said,
he didn't have to come back.
He did not have to come back. Right. The dude ain't hurting, despite his Social Security not being enough. He's not hurting. Okay. But just know that Coach Pease wants to be here. Coach Smith wants to be here. Like I said, dude can be in the office at FedEx right now, but he's not. He's here with us on the Falcons. So he said they come with 100% this year, and that's it, man. That's it. So it's a lot to digest, man. It's just he's gonna bring the heat. Just know that, Falcons fans. If y'all want to know what Coach Pease does, bring the effing heat.
One time for the fan, Bodie's breakdown every Wednesday. Tonight we're doing it on Thursday, but Coach Pease, once again, even though with the jokes and the laughs, we keep it real here on One Time for the Fan. We're uncut, we're uncensored. But if you are listening to what Bodie is saying with Coach Pease, he's a Hall of Fame coordinator, Falcons fans. He doesn't have to be here coaching the Falcons. No. He's already lived up to the hype that every coordinator wants to be. He is a legend, Falcons fans. The people he has coached alone is going to send him to the Hall of Fame. Ty Law, Richard Seymour, Teddy Bruschi, Lawyer Malloy. I'm still believing Lawyer Malloy was there too as well. I mean, he wasn't the biggest player, but
Harrison, the safety they had.
Rodney Harrison.
Rodney Harrison.
You go to the Ravens, Terrell Suggs, Ed Reed,
about us too much.
Ray Lewis, Haloni Nada.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we talked to him about Richie Grant at OTAs a couple weeks ago, and how he would like to mold Richie Grant into an Ed Reed type of safety, but it's going to take time. And hearing that he doesn't want to stop coaching now, no time soon. Dick LeBeau coached till he was 80, and Dean is 72. I said a couple episodes ago on One Time for the Fan, as long as Dean Pease is still coaching in this league, the Falcons need to keep him as a coach.
You did say that.
If he's here till he's 77, 78, and he wants to retire, the Falcons need to sign him until he's 77, 78. I guarantee you that defense would be top 15 before he leaves, or to bring a goddamn Super Bowl out this shit.
Yeah.
Because he's shown that he can lead a defense. He's shown that he can rebuild a defense. And we talked to him. 60% of the playbook that they used last year, when you can't really even get situated. You're getting in there. Okay, who I got? Richie Grant. Okay, AJ Terrell. Okay, Grady. Okay, Grady Jarrett. Okay, I haven't seen these guys play.
Yeah.
Then they get out there on the field.
On their defense.
Okay, they do their thing. All right. Then you go into next season. We don't need him. We don't need him. We don't need him. We don't need him. Literally.
That's literally what happened.
Now you're about to watch, like Bodie said, here comes that 100%. Hell, 110%. It's about to happen, Falcons fans. Once again, spot on, Bodie, with your Bodie's breakdown. I'm glad to have Bodie's breakdown every Wednesday, 8:30, right here on One Time for the Fan, Facebook, YouTube. Boo Man, Coach Pease. You wasn't there at OTAs to get a chance to speak to Coach Pease, but me and Bodie did. Just the energy you can see from Coach Pease. He looks like he just wants to coach, and like for the next 20, 30, he can still keep coach, bro. He's a solid coach, bro.
Yeah,
he's a legendary Hall of Fame coach.
I like Dean Pease, man. Like Bodie said, man, he's sending pressure. It's funny that you was able to see him while you was feeling the cooler, but yeah, I love hey man, Dean Pease is well known, and he's exactly what we need, because we need to get to the quarterback, and we have a plethora of linebackers now and a plethora of skilled DNs now to get to the quarterback. And I think with his hand in the mix when it comes to this last draft and picking up free agents, I just think he got the perfect fit for what he needs to do, as far as the defense coordinator. So. And I mean, like you got a lockdown corner. You got Grady Jarrett. You got
two
Eddie Goldman.
Lockdown corners.
Right. And you got Eddie Goldman right beside Grady Jarrett. So we in the game, man. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna stuff the line and them holes open. We coming at your quarterback. We stopping the run in the backfield. Let's go, Dean Pease, man.
So Coach Pease, Bodie, man, great job with the Bodie's breakdown. Coach Pease, once again, Hall of Fame coach. He does not have to do this, Falcons fans. But he's trying his best to make sure that this defense, if not, top 15, by the time he's done coaching, hell, we finna be a whole new revamped 3-4. Like you said, the Falcons only ran 3-4 twice.
Yeah, and I said this is the first time we running it in 2 decades.
In 2 decades. So the 4-3 was everything. That 4-6 was everything for the Falcons a long time ago. But now this 3-4, and you're not changing it for a coach who doesn't have a good background or a good track record. You're changing it for a coach that knows how to get the damn job done.
And knows exactly what he wants.
Knows exactly what he wants. And I guarantee you, every coach in the NFL salutes Dean Pease. Respects Dean Pease. I guarantee you.
You heard what I call him. This dude is a legend, bro.
I'm going to do my best when we go to training camp to try to get Dean Pease to come back again.
I was just say, just don't call him Russell.
We can't call him that.
Russell Pease.
Bodie's breakdown, Dean Pease. Don't call him Russell.
It's gonna be the tagline of
this shirt going to training camp.
Coach
don't call him Russell.
Don't call him Russell.
You got to tag that. Don't call him Russell.
Put that shit on a t-shirt.
Don't call him Russell.
If you call him Coach, if you say Coach P 3 times, he don't answer. Then go ahead and yell out
Russell. But I guarantee you, he'll turn his neck.
Coach Pease, Russell.
Squirt that guy out of here. He's drunk.
Hey, please get this moron out of here.
Once again, it is good to have Coach P's a part of this staff.
Hey, man,
if there's one thing Falcon fans should feel good about, is having a legendary coach on your defense.
Too many coordinators better than him right now.
No,
man, if you look at all the defensive coordinators in the NFL and have to rank them career-wise, I guarantee you Dean Pease is the first one. Right now, defensive coordinators.
Easily.
That's true.
Easily.
Bodie's Breakdown every Wednesday. One time for the fan here. Pop-up show on Thursday because, last night, for those that's joining in, I had the Atlanta United game, so I was over there enjoying Atlanta United get a win. So normally it's every Wednesday and Sunday, but tonight we just did it for Thursday, but we'll be back Sunday with another episode of One Time for the Fan. Going to the next segment here. Oh, Bodie, Coach Pease, your final thoughts on Coach Pease going into the season?
My final thoughts on him going into the season, man. It's gonna be 100% playbook. So he finna bring out all the crazy blitzes. This man is a mastermind. Okay, This dude, he got some coverages. I literally went back and watched tape on his defenses. When he was with Tennessee, he used to have this session where he sit down and he break down different plays. Y'all go on YouTube, just type Dean Pease and just watch him sit down and break down coverages, break down how he disguised coverages, how he had people confusing the O-line. They did all kind of cross. Like, this dude is a legend. He is a smart man. Like, this dude, he knows. And like I said, he adjusted to the times. So I expect great things. Like I said, he had a whole offseason to build his team. This is his team now. Like you said, he got the mother cats out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Don't need you. We ain't
gonna say no names, Dr. Fowler.
We ain't gonna say nothing. Especially him.
Let me check that Falcon shirt.
It's the one you want. I know.
God! Is that the one I'm supposed to order?
Hey,
is that the one I'm supposed to order?
Yeah.
You wearing my shirt?
That shit tough.
Nah, I ain't got you.
That shit tough though. I like that shirt.
That shirt lit, bro.
It is.
Going to the chat here before we wrap up the show. We got one more segment to talk about before we get to upcoming events. Coy Bishop is here. Shout out to Coy Bishop. Mr. Make the Grill Jump. Coy Bishop. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all never tasted some of Coy Bishop's barbecue, man.
Oh, man.
It's a Coy Bishop throws down on the grill.
Barbecue.
He's a big Atlanta Falcons fan. Travels to a lot of the away games. He's also at the home games as well. You'll be seeing Coy Bishop this season. Tim Riley. Go ahead, Bodie.
No, I just said shout out Coy.
Yeah, shout out to Coy always.
Shout out Coy, man. When I touch the ribs, I'm judging it.
Yeah.
Tim Riley. Pease thought he would return and make a bottom of the barrel team into a top 10 team. We couldn't have gotten any worse. He would be put into the Falcons Hall of Fame for doing this. Tim Riley.
I trust him.
Let's put our trust into Dean Pease. I mean, he turned Tennessee's defense around from the back 25 to top 15, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they were ass cheeks. They're good now.
But the first year, once again, came in there, saw the roster, played it out for year one. Next year, made some cuts, made some transactions, and guess what? Tennessee's team is back in the damn playoffs.
Yeah.
Not only just because of Derrick Henry, their defense was solid too.
It was.
The defense was solid, I ain't gonna lie.
I need to join the chat on Facebook. Rise Up Tour. That's one of the chats that we're in. Rise Up Tour or One Time for the Fan on Facebook. Coy Bishop, the NFC South is going to be sneaky good. And NFC South is one of the toughest divisions in the NFL. I think people just otherwise than the Panthers.
Right.
You look like you like that one, huh?
Baker Mayfield.
NFC South is on his way to be scary again. Same thing that we said the other day. Dre just said it. I can listen to Dean Pease talk football all day. When we were sitting there at OTAs, Dre, and we heard Dean Pease talking, I swear, man, I was like, man, why security keep trying to get us? Man, we're trying to listen to Dean Pease.
Yes.
I had about 5 more questions.
And he came over there just for us.
Say it again.
He came over there for us.
Wasn't talking.
Other folks was calling. He was like,
nobody.
Coach Pease. He came over there for just for us. That shit was crazy. Lit.
He answered the question like a legend too, like a true
Bruh, he answered it like he was at a damn press conference. He didn't bullshit us nothing. He answered that shit.
The defense is stronger with speed on the edges. Well, we seem to got a little bit better. Ain't no more Dante Fowler, Steven Means.
You got some more.
That nonsense. No more Kaminsky. I'm sorry, I'm really supposed to be mentioning these names.
Jesus, who?
One time for the fan. Every Wednesday, every Sunday, but pop-up show tonight. We'll be back Sunday with another show. But real quick, got some key matchups for y'all. We're going to get up out of here in less than 10 minutes. I promise y'all, less than 10 minutes. Looking at the schedule this season, Boo Man, Bodie, please chime in. There's a lot of key matchups we got to look for. What's going on, Adams? Akiva? What it do? Rise up. We're looking at the schedule, Falcons fans, right? You're looking at the teams. Falcons versus the Saints, Falcons versus the Rams, Falcons versus Seattle, Falcons versus, the Bucks, Browns, blah, 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 all that shit. But then there's a couple matchups that I think Falcons fans need to pay attention to. Because some matchups are personal on the field for some players. And then for some, it's just some really good competition. Drake London versus Marshawn Lattimore. Chat, chime in on this. Chime in on this. Chat, you here now. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. One time for the fan. Drake London versus Marshawn Lattimore. Boo Man, Bodie.
He throwing for 300 on the Saints, regardless.
I like it. It's true.
They had to put Lattimore on Pitts. Who they gonna put on Pitts this year? DeMario Davis.
You see,
can't wait for that.
Certain matches, I couldn't just go over. I don't want to break down every single game of every single position matchup wise. But there's some that Falcons fans would be like, "Oh, this is gonna be a good matchup."
We just different this year, man. You put your best on our tight end last year.
Mm-hmm.
That's not happening this year.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get a lot of Cordero this year.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get a lot of Drake. You're gonna get a lot of Pitts.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get a lot of that Algier. You're gonna get a lot of that. So I mean, Marshawn Lattimore. I like Marshawn Lattimore. He's legit, but I just think that you're gonna have to pick your poison when it comes to that offense now.
Bodie, quickly, Drake London versus Lattimore. Your thoughts?
Drake London versus Lattimore. Well, let's see. He's bigger than Lattimore. I know that to be true.
You see what your boy watching here. This what we doing to Lattimore.
Watching them London highlights.
Right on cue.
One time for the fan. I do not own that copy. I do not own that content that Boo Man just showed. That's probably on YouTube. Shout out to that creator who put it out.
This guy named Christopher or something.
AJ Terrell versus Slant Man.
Yeah, Michael Thompson.
Slant Man.
Yes, yeah.
Slant Man.
Falcons offensive line versus Aaron Donald.
I have nothing to say.
You see that, Falcons fans? We're looking at the game. I'm giving y'all some matchups here.
Soon come.
AJ Terrell versus Jamar Chase.
See,
the rematch.
We've seen this before.
LSU. Somebody said, "What do you say, Bodie?" I done seen this before.
I've seen this shit before.
LSU versus Clemson.
That shit
Terrell versus Chase. AJ Terrell versus DK Metcalf.
Shit, if Drew Lock on the ball, shit.
Metcalf might even get the ball.
Drew Lock.
Right.
He gonna throw it in the audience.
I got a good one for you. Vita Vea and Akeem Hicks versus Hennessy and Mayfield.
Oof.
Bucks versus Falcons. Vita Vea and Akeem Hicks.
Oh, them boys ain't
going up against Matt Hennessy and Jalen Mayfield.
That's it. Them boys ain't their Wheaties.
I keep telling y'all, Falcon fan, I'm just putting y'all on game.
It's real.
Jake Matthews and Caleb Aguirre versus Myles Garrett from Cleveland. You see now.
That's a strong mother. That's a strong.
If you know
dude.
Garrett, that might be the game where you might see your quarterback on the sideline. Warming up.
Be a lot of quick passes in that game.
You might see the whole QB room that game.
There's gonna be a lot of dumps, quick slants. We're gonna have a slant man on that game.
Matthews and McGarry versus Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa.
Jesus Christ.
Boy, I forgot they on the same team.
You see, I had to bring these key matchups up. Guess what? I got another one for you. Ready? DeAndre Hopkins versus AJ Terrell.
I like AJ.
I like AJ though. Yeah.
I like AJ versus anybody.
One time for the fan.
Number one corner in the league.
Number one corner in the league. Definitely.
Write it down. Put it on a t-shirt.
One
That's
time
gonna
for the
be.
fan,
I'm gonna
y'all.
get a t-shirt that say "Put it on a t-shirt."
We got a lot of t-shirts being made this year. A lot of t-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Don't practice to lose.
Don't
call him Russell. Don't call him Russell.
There's gonna be some t-shirts made this year. We're gonna have a whole segment on the show called "Put the Shit on the T-shirt."
Got some tough matchups. Dre, there's a couple more matchups I wanted to go over, but we're at the 9:00 mark. So I got esports. I got for those that don't know, I play FIFA esports. And we have a finals match here shortly. Playing against a team versus in Colombia or Honduras. So I'll put it in the chat for those that want to tune in.
Oh, the internet don't drop.
It's a chance for me to get some dollars, get some moolah. Right there, it's in the chat.
Man. Hope you're on an Ethernet cord.
Yeah, we good. Yeah, we good tonight. Right there in the chat for y'all. For those who want to tune in, I should crank up in about 5 minutes here. But upcoming events, we have a show Sunday, 8 p.m. And then next week, Wednesday, Bodie's Breakdown again. We have another show. I'll be in Florida doing the broadcast. So I'll be on vacation with the family. And then the following Sunday, we have the Troy Anderson Rookie Report. So the Troy Anderson Rookie Report is coming up. A good group podcasters by the name of R&R Podcast, Ryan and Ryan Podcast. They're a podcast that covers Montana State football. And they're going to be on the show for the Troy Anderson Rookie Report on July 24th. So when I come back from Florida that weekend, we're going to have a Troy Anderson Rookie Report. It's going to be nice. I hope y'all there. Stay tuned. They're on the West Coast, so I think it's going to be like 5 o'clock for them over there on their side. So they're going to jump in. And then they have a show later on that night around 9 o'clock, which would be 12 o'clock for us. So that's why they decided we'll jump in with y'all at, at 5 o'clock on their side. So that's pretty cool, man. And they have a pretty good podcast. They talk about Montana State football.
Might have to watch their show then.
Yeah, definitely. Ryan Podcast. I'll post it in the chat coming up here shortly. I'll post it on my page. You'll get the flyer. It'll be out here shortly. But yeah, R&R Podcast will be with us. We're talking Troy Anderson Rookie Report. After that, we'll get to the next rookie for the Atlanta Falcons. We have so much going on here. We're going to get all the rookie reports done. We had the first one with Carlo Jimenez for Drake London. The second one with Kyle Andrews for Dr. Arnold. And now we're doing one for Troy Anderson. Of course, the next pick with that one. Yeah, it's going to be nice because Troy Anderson is a big pick for the Atlanta Falcons. But we have upcoming shows. We have upcoming everything, streams. You're going to see what's going on here at One Time for the Fan. We're going to be at OTAs July 29th, July 30th. Bodie might not be there. I don't know if Boo Man will be there, but somebody from One Time for the Fan will be there. All the training camp dates that we will be there, I'll bring as much content as I can to you. Don't forget about upcoming events for away games. Every away game, One Time for the Fan will be there. Every home game, One Time for the Fan will be there. Preseason, we have the preseason coming up shortly. We're going to do some live shows for that too as well. It's going to be pretty cool. So definitely, y'all want to check it out. Bo, what's good, Big Low? Big Low in the building. Big Low's podcast is another one. Big Low Country Sports, man. Shout out to Big Low Country Sports. We got to link up on the podcast. You're doing a great job out here for the Atlanta Falcons. So definitely, man, let's get something going this season. But yeah, shout out to the Rise Up Tour. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting the podcast, supporting the movement. We're almost at 100 subscribers. We're almost there. We said 100 before training camp. We're definitely on that mark to get it. So want to tell your friends, want to tell your family, tell your Falcons crew about One Time for the Fan. Before we get up out of here, about to go ahead and crank up. I see my team's already hitting me up. They're like, where the hell you at? 10-minute grace, 5 minutes left. But it's all right. They cool. They
got them cooler empty.
Yeah, they cool. They some really good players. Bodie, Boo Man, please. Bodie, you first. Any shout outs for tonight, sir, before we go ahead and get up out of here?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the podcast, man. Shout out to everything we doing, man. We just trying to inform the community, man. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get everybody as hyped up as we are. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Boo Man. Sure, always, man, coming with the facts and coming with the jokes on Flip over there. Shout out with
Gotta get him.
Get him. Shout out to you, Jack Spade. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out, man. Y'all. Like I say every week, y'all pump us up, man. Y'all keep us going. So.
Boo man, any shout outs before we get up out of here tonight?
Man, shout out to the fans. Shout out to the Falcons. Shout out to Dean Pease, man, aka Russ.
Mm-hmm. Russell.
Shout out to Dean Pease. Goddamn, shout out to Flip. Shout out to you, Bo, man. Shout out to the Bodie Breakdown.
Yes,
shout out to these upcoming shows we got, man. Can't wait, man.
On. Yep.
Can't wait. Shout out to Flip Cleaning Service. They did a good job on my porch.
He said they did a great job on your house, didn't they?
Yo, man.
God.
But yeah, man.
They came. They was prompt. They even wiped they cleaned the toilets.
Mm-hmm. Shout out, man. Shout out to Flip, man.
One time for the fan. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Drake Jones, Big Low, Jeff, everybody who stopped by today, everybody who's gonna watch the show later. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you guys watch the show. Drake Jones, keep doing what y'all boys doing, man. Real positive Falcons talk and experience one time for the fan. Drake, appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. It's about y'all. It's about the fan. You understand? So we trying to bring as much content as we can to y'all. So we have a lot going on this season. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody who's been subscribed to the channel, everybody who's tuning in. We got a giveaway coming up. We'll let y'all know what's going on about that. Going to win yourself a Drake London jersey, win yourself a Kyle Pitts jersey, you'll win yourself some Falcons merch. We'll tell y'all about that coming up. We got another show Sunday, 8 o'clock, so please tune in. Shout out to Bodie 3000. Shout out to, what's your name again? Kevin? Shout out to shout out to Boo Man Shout It. Of course, here on One Time for the Fan. You know what we do when we get up out of here. One time for the Atlanta Falcons. One time for everybody in the chat. One time for all the fans of the Atlanta Falcons. One time for Terry and Arthur Smith for putting this team in a position to bounce back and be great this season. And the fans, we need y'all to show up and show out. So we'll be back for another episode on Sunday, 8 p.m. I am your host, Jack Spade, and it's 9:09. So one time for the fan.
They coming for your ass.